Hi everyone, Courtney Grunholz back here with another vlog. I have another Fear Street shirt. This is a Fear Street cover collage shirt that I got from TeePublic. So I still have some other Fear Street shirts that I haven't worn yet. So I'm going to be wearing them in my videos. I am going to get back to talking about my books, but I guess I'm still on kind of a little bit of a Fear Street kick because of the movies. And of course, Fear Street books are getting, noticed now that the movies come out. A lot of people are buying them, and even used bookstores and stuff online are running out of copies of books because everybody's wanting to buy them. So eventually it'll die down, hopefully. I did a video before about my Fear Street book collection that I did. I can't remember if I've gotten any new books for that collection since then. I probably have. So instead of going back and having to watch my video, I'm kind of going to do a retread, I guess, on my collection with the reason I have my cover collage shirt is talking about books that I enjoyed that had good covers, and also recommendations for some of my favorite Fear Street books to read. As of right now, I am 10 away from having all the Fear Street books. These do not include the collector's editions that they have of the Fear Street Saga, the 3 Silent Night books, and the collector's editions of three of the Fear Street books tied together. So, but they also have the trilogies. They have the Fear Park and the 99 Fear Street House of Evil series bound up in collections. I'm not counting those because I still have my original copies of the books. Maybe someday I might buy them. Try to wait for it to die down. As of right now, my books are in pretty good condition, so I don't really need the collector's ones. I mean, even though I am collecting the books too, I don't really need them. This is also not including Ghosts of Fear Street, which was kind of like the middle grade Fear Street books that were kind of almost like Goosebump books. So we'll not be including those in there. I'm 10 away from having my Fear Street collection complete. That includes the final book of the original run, Trapped. I still need that. I have 10 of the 12 Fear Street Senior books. The 2 books that I need are Spring Break and Prom Date, and they are always very expensive, so I need those. Of the 4 new Fear Street books that came out, I still need Scream Jennifer Scream and The Bad Girl, and I am missing the last 5 of the Fear Street Sagas from number 12 to 16. So I still need Chamber of Fear, Faces of Terror, Door of Death, One Last Kiss, and The Hand of Power. So I am missing those 10 Fear Street books, and then I will have all of them. What I'm actually going to do, if you couldn't see on the shelf behind me where I keep my Fear Street books, it's a little depleted because I have some of them here. So I'm mostly going to be talking about all the books that came through in the original run, so that's Super Chillers and trilogies, and the books of the original run of the series. On my other shelf is where I have my Fear Street relaunch books and my Return to Fear Streets. So those are not counting. It's also because I've collected them, but I haven't read them yet. And I like the Return to Fear Street covers because they're kind of like throwbacks to the original pulpy ones. So, but this is kind of more talking about classic Fear Street. And since I don't have the last 5 Fear Street sagas, I do have the first 11 books. Circle of Fire was printed by Goldkey, the last Fear Street Saga book done by Archway was number 10, The Awakening Evil. So count those as like the last ones. So everything by Gold Key is different. So, and speaking of which, if I had to choose a cover from any of these Fear Street sagas, I don't think I could choose. All of the art for these Fear Street sagas, the first 10 books, was done by Lisa Falkenstern. So, and she's renowned for doing covers for horror books. I think she's done some for like B.C. Andrews books too. So, I like her style. It's very different from the other kind of artwork styles that were done for the Fear Street books in the original run. But again, these are the first 10 Fear Street sagas that I have. So, all of these Fear Street books are ghost written. I think the first two, R.L. Stine helped another writer with, I guess, plot points maybe, but from number 3 on, they are solely credited to ghostwriters. It's not an uncommon thing with so many books being turned out. So, and of course, R.L. Stine was writing Goosebumps books too. So, but again, so it's hard to choose a cover for these because I like all of them. I like Lisa Falkenstern's art style, so it's kind of hard to choose. Since I haven't read the last 5 Fear Street sagas, I couldn't tell you whether I like them or not. So the art style, I think the artist for all those was Karen Chandler. It still looks like the Fear Street books, but it does have a distinct different style. I guess it's also because when they went to Gold Key, the way they changed the size and everything, they just stopped looking like the Fear Street books that I started getting. So, again, quick rundown of the books. Number 1 is A New Fear, continuation from the Fear Street saga, the 3 books there, focusing on, spoilers, the son of Daniel Fear and Nora Good, and his name is Nicholas, so it focuses on him. So, started the series, new focus, which is why it's called A New Fear. So, I love the cover for this. It's probably one of my favorites because it was the first one and it continues from another plotline. So I really like it a lot. Next is House of Whispers. It focuses on Amy Pierce. She's a cousin to Simon Fear's wife, Angelica, and she goes to stay with them during the Civil War. So, kind of another continuation, a little bit of the original Fear Street line, because it actually connects with actual characters people have read about. Again, I wish it didn't have this sticker for that contest for the best friend too, but it makes it unique. So, I like it. And then third is Forbidden Secrets. Again, centered around the Civil War and another member of the Fear family. So, and about Savannah Madison, who gets entangled with the Fear family. Kind of like this. I like this cover. I like all this Lisa Falkenstern artwork too. Number 4 is The Sign of Fear, which goes about telling about how the Fear family amulet was forged, as we had mentions of it in the Fear Street saga. So a little bit of a connection to that. So about 2 different characters from 2 different times. So pretty okay cover art. Next is The Hidden Evil. Number 5. With a sticker stuck on there I haven't been able to get off yet. It says 25 cents written on, like, you know, tape. So, like that artwork, very scary. Next is number 6, Daughters of Silence. Another actual kind of continuation from the original run, focuses on two girls named Jenna and Hallie, who run into Simon and Angelica Fear. So I really like it. It's a nice cover too. It's just kind of spooky. Next is number 7, Children of Fear. I had this on my Kindle. I got an actual physical copy so I could read it, because I was blogging Fear Street books before I got pregnant, but then I just ran out of time and I ran out of energy because I also had a job before I found out I was pregnant. So maybe I'll continue blogging. I'm kind of more focusing on writing my own stories at the moment. So, but now I have a physical copy of this. Very nice artwork. Next is number 8, Dance of Death. So, and then number 9, I love this cover, is Heart of the Hunter. So, and it has a little Dollar General thing printed on it. So again, unique. I never really saw my Dollar General store selling these for like $1. So kind of neat. And then number 10, it's when they kind of changed a little bit of the artwork to reflect the changing print. But number 10, The Awakening Evil. I would consider this part of like the cheerleaders. It started as a trilogy, then it had another book through the Super Chillers, so they went to 4, and then this is like kind of like the 5th book about the cheerleaders, and then they have the last ever Super Chiller in the original run, the Evil Lives. So that one's okay. This is kind of more like a prequel to the cheerleaders. So, but still that Lisa Falkenstern artwork. I like it. It's not one of the best covers, but it's still good. So, as of right now, since I haven't read the last 5, I would recommend you read the Fear Street Sagas, because there are nice continuations in there connected to, Fear Street, the Fear Street Saga that came out, which I guess I'm going to go ahead and do this. So, I guess out of those covers, my favorite would be A New Fear, just because it's the first book that came out, and I really like it. They have the Trails cover art here on this one, but the Fear Street Saga, another series that I guess I would recommend to read. It's one of the first books I ever saw somebody else reading that caught my eye about Fear Street. So they belong to a friend of mine. Her brother had them, so I asked if I could borrow them to read for the weekend, and I read them super fast. So I think I read them more than once over that weekend when I borrowed them. And most of the cover art from book 7 on into the end of the Fear Street run, most of it was done by artist Bill Schmidt, and I always loved these covers. They do kind of look a little romancy, but I do like how fire is connected to all of them. Fire is connected in these books. So of course the first is The Betrayal of, and then the second is The Secret, and third is The Burning. So of course I love this cover. They have it on the shirt, but I just like how beautifully Bill Schmidt can draw female faces. These are just gorgeous faces. So the entire trilogy is a must read. The first one's good, the third one is good, and then the second one is good, but I would rate them in that order, because we get how it begins, how it ends, and in the middle we get just kind of a little bit of continuation, and then we are introduced to like young Simon Fear and how he gets wrapped up into all this. But it's kind of a slow burn out of the 3 books. But definitely read the Fear Street Saga if you have to get anything. So I know I ramble, but since those are kind of like almost like backstories to the backbone of Fear Street, connecting how it got its name and the family that inspired it and the curse that seems to plague Shadyside as a town. So kind of some of the things that you could find in the Fear Street movies. And I guess it's going to be a rambling rehash of showing off my collection and what I think about the books and what I think about the covers. So, but I think I'll continue that for another day because I still have some more Fear Street swag to show off for you guys, and then I will eventually get back to my own books talking about them. But I'm on this little Fear Street nostalgia kick after the movies and wanting to go back and share my collection because, as I said, I can't remember which books I had before. So I'm going to show off what I have now. So I will see you next time. Until then, this is Courtney Growing Holes, and have a nice day.